What's good with you guys, man? Young Wallach here, bro. I just felt like tapping in with you guys real quick, man, on a different video subject, man. Just to switch it up real quick. Um, I've had this like back and forth with myself, bro. You feel me? Recently, about who is God? What is God? You know what I'm saying? And then during my journey, bro, I've went through all types of different um things. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find the truth. You know what I'm saying? Um, Recently, bro, I would say ever since 2020, I started being a Christian, and I started really following the so-called New Age. You know what I mean? New Age uh, teachings or followings. You know what I mean? But the so-called New Age is really a lot of the old practices that they have been resurfaced. And then mixed up with just new concepts. You know what I'm saying? New words. That's it. That's really it, bro. It's just like, you know how we have new slangs, right? Like prime example, if you trying to like hit up on a female, right? Hit up on a girl that you like, it's called raising up now. 2025. It's called raising up. But let's say in 5 years from now, the term might change into a whole different meaning, into a whole different name. You might go from raising up to now, spicing up or something like that, right? That's a prime example that I'm giving you guys. So the thing about New Age is that the things that involve and the practices that are involved in the so-called New Age movement is really nothing new at all. It's always been ancient and traditional, just mixed up and changed with the titles. That's really it, right? But yeah, guys. So when it comes to me trying to find God, bro, 2020 I left religion and I went the spiritual path, and I tried to find God through the spiritual path, and you know, I really got real life close, but I ended up just giving up. You know what I mean? So last year I went back into so-called Christian way of belief again. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find God, reading the Bible. You feel me? And as of recent, I got baptized again. Trying to find God, bro. You feel me? Enter church again for the first time in like 5 years. Enter church again, bro. And just join the community, bro, of Christians, thinking that I'm gonna find God. And to this day, bro, I've still, I still don't know why I chose that path again. You know what I mean? Knowing exactly where I come from. It's like all of a sudden I just forgot about, you feel me, everything that had to do with religions, and you know what I'm saying? That they are really created by human beings, you know what I'm saying? And they have nothing to do at all with God, bro, the source. They make the source seem like it's just like an outside being out here in the skies, looking down and judging people, just waiting for you to fuck up, bro. They make it seem like he's just patiently just waiting up there, you know what I'm saying, in the sky, just waiting. Oh my God, I just cannot wait. I just cannot wait for Young Water to fuck up, man, so I can judge him so bad right now and fuck up his life. That's why they made God to seem, bro, to seem to be, you know what I'm saying, in the religion concept, you know what I mean? So it's like, bro, when I tried to really go back into Christianity, bro, trying to find God, I ended up just losing myself more, fam. You know what I'm saying? I ended up just being lost again, all over again. You feel me? And especially the worshiping of the Son of God, right? Christ. That is really taking you farther and farther away from the source. Because even Christ himself told you to only worship, the source, the creator. You know what I mean? But the Christians just forget about, they just choose to blindly walk past that fact and just choose to stick to whatever they feel comfortable to themselves. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if Christ was really here walking amongst us, bro, he would feel some type of way about these churches. He would literally do the same thing that he did when he walked in a, in a marketplace, or in a temple of God, and people are selling things like, like it's a marketplace, right? He destroyed everything, turned tables upside down. You know what I mean? Because he really felt some type of way about it. He felt like they was really disrespecting the temple of God. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way that, these so-called churches, and what they do and what they emphasize on and what they tell their followers to do is really nothing to do with what Christ wanted us to do originally. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm not. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because I literally got baptized not even a month ago, and now I just came to all. It's like everything just hit me like at one point, bro. Just hit me just like directly, bro, instantly. Bro, it happened so fast, fam. I didn't even get a chance to even like think about it or even react about it. But yeah, man. So I started like really worshiping Christ and all of this and that. Only for me a month, a couple of weeks later, for me to realize that, bro, this whole stuff is really just all a facade, a whole lie, bro. I'm not supposed to be worshiping, you feel me, anything at all, except from the source. You know what I'm saying? And the source, they make it seem like, like I say, like he's somebody up there in the sky looking down at us and trying to judge us and stuff like that. But in reality, bro, there is really nothing that separates us from source. So source that you know what I'm saying, so-called God exists in all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? We all are literally different particles of source. You know what I'm saying? So source exists inside of me just like anyone else out here, bro. We are not really separate. So the whole concept of being in church in order for you to find God is really far from reality, because how can God be in a building? You know what I mean? How can God be in a building? And I thought the Bible or the teachings say that God is omnipresent, so he is literally everywhere at the same time, even in the place that you so called hell, bro. You feel me? If hell does exist, God is there also, bro. He's really there also. You know what I mean? So my whole concept is, bro, even when it comes to the devil, right? Satan, right? Satan got created by God. You know what I'm saying? So if Satan is really a so-called evil being that is really, going against God, bro, we're talking about the most powerful being of all time, God, bro. You mean to tell me that God will sit back and just watch Satan literally do whatever he wants to do to us and, trick us and this and that? I don't think so, fam. If God really was, if Satan was really that big of an issue, bro, God would literally get rid of him in like a blink of, in like a blink of a second. Not even a thought about it. Like, like literally like blink his eyes and then boom, he gone. Satan is just gone, out of this earth, bro. So it's just like, some people talk about free will. Well, God gave us, God created Satan so that he can test all of us and give us free will. You know what I'm saying? And, I really don't believe any of that, bro. I believe that God is everything, fam. God is everything. God is in everything. This place these trees that make up the stairs that I'm sitting on is really God, bro. You know what I'm saying? These trees, all of it, God, bro. Human beings, that's God right there, bro. So, even when we do, because us as human beings, bro, we tend to only we have good experiences and bad negative experiences, right? So when we have good experiences, we tend to only like focus on God and say, oh, this is God right here, this is God blessing me. But then when God, when something goes wrong in your life and you're going through a period of time that is just full of darkness, that's when you'll be like, oh my gosh, the devil is just ruining my life right now. He's just making me go through all types of different bullshit, bro. You feel me? That's when the devil comes in, and all of a sudden now this person, this so-called devil just has this much power over you. You know what I mean? So it's like we pray to God to deliver us from the devil, forgetting that God literally created the devil, bro. And it's like, it just makes no type of sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what I've come to realize, bro, is that everything is God, bro. So even when you're going through the negative, that is God right there, bro. That is God doing it not to you but for you. So you know what I'm saying, as long as you remember that God is doing it for you, not to you, you'll be good, bro. Everything, like, this is life, bro. Life is like a stock market, bro. You have the upside downs, you feel me? But everything does not mean that everything negative does not mean that it's the devil causing it. You feel me? Everything that is negative does not mean that it's the devil causing it. You feel me? Everything is God, bro. Everything is God. So when you do go through negative, situations in your life, bro, just know that everything is God. God is in control, bro. God is doing all of that. He's doing all of that for you. And God is really, lives inside of you. So all you gotta do is just like really connect to that God inside of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Find ways to do it, whether it's through a prayer, through a meditation. That's how you connect to God, not in a building. God does not exist in a building, bro. You feel me? And God is not really a human like that. You feel me? Like they make it seem to be. You feel me? So yeah, guys. I guess this is, this revelation that came to me, bro, came from me being on semen rotation, bro. You feel me? I don't know. Been staying away from me acting lustful and lustful activities, and all of these revelations just come to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just wake up, you know, I meditate. You feel me? I pray to God, and when I pray to God nowadays, bro, I don't pray to God like He's just somewhere so far away from me. You feel me? I pray, that God, I pray to the God that also exists inside of me, bro. Cause I'm just a part of. I'm really just like an extension of Him. You know what I'm saying? We all are extensions of the Most High, bro. You feel me? There's no difference. There's no such thing as us being far away from Him or Him being far from us just because we're doing something negative or bad, or choose to drink, or choose to, you know what I'm saying, smoke or whatever, bro. I don't believe in any of that, fam. And everything is happening so fast for me. Like I said, bro, I just literally just got baptized, not even so long ago, not even like a month ago, bro. And I'm really now discovering all of this. You know what I'm saying? All of this again, bro. So yeah, man, this stuff is really heavy, y'all. It's really heavy, but I want to, if anyone is watching this video, bro, just let me know down below how you feel about this video. You know what I'm saying? If there is anything that you would love to enlighten me on, you know what I'm saying, enlighten me on, comment it, down below. You know what I'm saying? And I'm read. I read all the comments, bro, that I get on my videos. I read all the comments. I go through them, and if it's anything that is really beneficial, or seems like it's really right, I'll talk about it, or what I'm saying, I just read it and consider it, you know what I'm saying, moving on in my life, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, that's really gonna cap it out for the video, bro. It was the Young Wallach here. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you know, man. And I'm out, bro.